Today I got basically what is the cheesiest pizza you can get at Domino's. It looks like a really delicious pool of cheese. You can barely see the slices on it because all the cheese melted together again. It's kind of crazy looking, but let's just get right into pulling this apart and seeing how it looks like right here. Any good cheese pull? I can still see some of the steam. Yeah, I wish there was a little more on the sides, but let's get into it. Nice crustiness on the top. Wow. It's like a pillow. A beautiful, cheesy, cushioned, warm pillow. Now, how I made this was I started with the Wisconsin 6-cheese pizza and then subbed out the tomato sauce for their garlic parmesan sauce and asked for extra. And then every cheese that it comes with, I also put extra on. And then I got it well done baked. And that's how you get this nice browned crusty cheese. Now, I'm not usually a cheese pizza guy, but I really wanted to see how cheesy a pizza could get. The only thing that I'm missing, though, is that you can't get the stuffed crust in a small size pizza. So that's the only thing that's messed up about it. But this was literally the cheesiest pizza I could get for a small size. Now, something I've been thinking about lately was, you know, on the internet, everyone assumes that everybody else is anonymous, right? Look at this. But something that you have to remember is that there are actually people on the other side of that username. And it's hard to remember that sometimes, to actively try to remember it. But like, you know, when you're scrolling on any type of social media, like Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, you see a video and you check out the comments. And most of the comments, they're kind of just like these generic one-liner things where it kind of becomes to a point where all of the comments is just like one wall of text that is not really individualistic anymore. It's more like, unfortunately, it's like a hive mind of social media comments. People commenting the same type of thing. Like repeating the same types of comments on like a YouTuber's videos. Every single video, you'll see the same type of thing. Or it's just like, I don't know, some modern slang that people say. But I think that the world would be a better place if everybody just remembered that every individual person is in fact, you know, a person. Well, most of the time. Nowadays there's like bots and stuff and AI. But most of the time, let's say that they're real people. And when you think of it like that, if everybody you see is a commenter, and if you think about it like not anonymous, which is what everybody wants on the internet, I think that the world, at least the digital world, becomes a nicer place to be. I've noticed that for like my small channel, when people comment, I know exactly who you are. And like the suggestions or the things that you say, the things that we talk about in the comments, it's real conversation. And I love that. But in like the grand scheme of the internet, people forget. And I think that that's kind of a problem. Maybe it leads to people feeling more disconnected, even though we're more connected than we have ever been. All right, last slice. Yeah, so that's about it. What are your guys' thoughts about big internet, little internet, the phone internet, and how people kind of communicate with each other nowadays? Because it really does feel like there are levels to this. Like you have your TikTok hive mind, you have your Reddit hive mind, and then you have like as you get down into smaller niches or like communities, then it gets better. But if it was possible to be more like individualistic or yeah, individualistic at like the larger level, would the world be a better place? I don't know. It's just things I've been pondering. Cheesy pizza was really delicious. I think even as a non-cheese pizza person, that's the type of cheese pizza that would get me to order it again. It's a little salty though, as to be expected, but oh man, it's delicious. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Bye. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. You know how in streamers chats, like Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, they address everybody as chat? I really don't like that. That just lumps you really into just like a whole group of people where you're just like participating in this like poggers spam almost. Yeah, it's a weird thing to me. I don't really like that type of culture.